Hmm. Jason, when I post the stream, just go ahead and tell Chapo he can start. Because by the time the game loads up and the intro will be midway through, and then we're good. You can go ahead and tell him now. Oh, it's posting like that again. I hate that.
Don't forget the intro.
Yeah, I know.
Why does it post like that? That's weird.
Yeah, you see that? Yo, me and Jason are back for another, hopefully this time a very smooth broadcast of BCL Primetime. Um, it's me and Jason here today, like I just said. We are watching Chapo at Penn State in one of the biggest games of the season up so far. Another huge Big Ten matchup, as we'll bring you to the field here to see the intro. Not a whiteout game, but definitely a high stakes, loud night environment here uh, in Pennsylvania for this big time matchup. Jason, what do you think we got in store for here for us today?
I mean, just defense, defense, defense. Final score of this game might be 6-3 or something like that. Both these two elite on the defensive side of the ball. Chapo more so pass with elite pass defense, and Des more so with elite rush defense. Both these two love to run the football. They put themselves in third and fourth down short yardage situations where they can convert. I mean, we should be in for a great game here. Not to mention that the loser of this game is eliminated from a chance to make the Big Ten title game. I mean,
Yeah,
just so much on the line as we get, creep down here towards the playoffs. I mean, this is Big Ten football.
definitely high stakes here. We've had a good amount of Big Ten games already on the program. This one's definitely the highest standing so far. As Chapo will be kicking the ball off to the home team first, and the kick is underway. Number one defense in the nation in points per game. That's Penn State there versus I think Chapo is number two if I'm not mistaken. So
He was very high in defensive points per game. Des gives up about 16, Chapo about 20.
as it's hands off for Singleton for the first play of the game, that will bring about 10 yards, or 2 yards, I'm sorry. As tempo here early from Penn State, not something we see here often. Looks like a mix of gameplay as we play action. The Singleton throws out to the left to Reynolds, the tight end, and that will be a easy first down in a couple plays there for Penn State.
Both these two love to rely on their tight ends. Reynolds, second on the team in receiving yards, first on the team in receptions. He's going to be utilized today.
As Aller will give it to Singleton again, their workhorse. Another 3 yard gain. Michigan looks like they're clamping down, not trying to let that man beat them right there.
Yeah, if Penn State's going to win this game, Singleton's going to have a big game. I mean, he's got the team on his back all season long.
Aller motioning the receiver to the right side. The field is tight end. Now gives a trips set to the right side. Aller will be play action again. He'll roll out to the right, try to find a man. He had a step on him, but couldn't find him in the hands. That'll be 3rd and 7 now after that incomplete pass.
Yeah, he got a little rush there. I think he had more time than he thought he did. Saw the open man and threw it without setting his feet, and that's what you get.
That'll bring out an early third and intermediate range situation as Aller and the offense will come out in the trips formation to the left. Tight end. Oh, quick snap here as Aller finds his tight end. Reynolds again down the middle. 2 receptions for Reynolds already in this game. The 2 first downs for Reynolds from Aller. That will be a quick first down for the Penn State offense as they're back on the field already in the same formation. Aller again making adjustments at the line as he'll motion one of the receivers to the right side of the field. Snap on motion. Singleton has a big hole this time. Spin moves only for a nice game for 9 yards there. Penn State offense looking a little looking pretty efficient so far.
Yeah, big time conversion there on the third down. This is a team that comes into this number one in the nation on third down conversion percentage at 58% of the time. A little longer there than they would like, but picked it up nonetheless and moving the ball.
As Aller this time will try and get through the, or not Aller, I'm sorry. The Aller will hand it off to the running back, and will lose a gain, loss of one there. So Michigan's defense finds themselves in another third down situation. As
This is where Penn State's comfortable, third and short.
RPO again to Reynolds, tries to pick up another first down. He won't. It'll be 4th and 1. Do you go for this one here, Jason? I feel like
I,
their side of the field looks like a good decision here.
I think you have to. The analytics tell you anytime you're in 4th and 1, you should be going for it. Especially a team that loves to rely on their running back and tight end here. This is a great situation for Penn State.
They will. The offense will take the field this time. Trips to the right. It'll be a direct snap to Singleton. He does get hit before the line of scrimmage, but he lowers that shoulder and he buries his way for another first down. Great pickup there by the Penn State offense.
Yet free safety Moore came down, not used to being in the box, ran right past the running back and allowed him to pick up the first.
Aller comes out in a deuce looking formation as he motions his tight end Reynolds to the right. Another direct snap. Martin Jr. will go out to the left side of the field and pick up another 9-yard gain. Both these running backs getting carries now in this game. And the direct snap guru here, Coach Des, is making it known today. As Aller will look like an RPO play. This time we'll give it to a Singleton, who won't gain any yards on that play.
And Martin Jr. been utilized more in this offense over the past couple weeks, really kind of taking a lot of carries from Katron Allen, used for his speed, the young back.
Singleton, again, will try and find some running room, and again, Michigan's defense clamps down on that man. Again, like I said, it looks like they've game planned, understandably so, not to let him get going early in this game.
Yeah, I mean, you're off to a great start when you're limiting Singleton that way. I expect Penn State to go for it here nonetheless.
Bunch tight end formation. The bunch is on the left side of the field. Singleton is the back behind, next to Aller. Michigan's defense clamping up as Aller will have to roll to the right, trying to find a man open. He'll throw it right to a receiver. He'll just bat it down, and Michigan defense will get off the field in a first drive stop for Michigan, and they will take over.
Yeah, long drive there, not converting his points, not what you want to see for Penn State. Aller had someone in the middle of the field open early in the play, but he just missed him. Rolled out, and there wasn't anybody to put the ball to.
Yeah, do you agree with their decision to run it there, or to pass it there? Or you think they should have ran it with their specialty?
I like the call to go for it. I don't like the play call to pass it in that situation.
I agree with that. As Underwood will take his first snap from the field, he'll go into his tight end Klein, who will stiff arm a man at around the 40-yard line and pick up around 16 yards for the first play of the game. A good way to start the drive there for Michigan.
Can you still hear me? I got a phone call there and make sure it's not fucked up.
I can hear you. Hopefully the stream can. But
yeah, Klein coming into the year, coming to this game, 32 catches, 431 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Also second on his team in receiving yards and receptions.
Both these tight ends on both these teams getting work in, put in early, as Underwood will try and take it himself, as he'll be hit for a 5-yard loss there. Good play by the Penn State defense.
This is more and more what we've seen from this Michigan offense over the past couple weeks, utilizing Underwood's legs. And I think this is a key point of the defensive game plan for Penn State, not letting Underwood get going on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with there. As Underwood, as we've seen in this broadcast before, likes to get his legs going early. This time, Penn State teed off at the right time, and brought him back after that big offensive play on the first drive. As Underwood will come out in a shotgun trip set to the right. RPO, he'll give it to McCauley, right, who slants routes right from the left side there. He'll only pick up a gain of 7, but that will be enough to make it a third and manageable situation here.
I think that's what you want to be in. You don't want to put your young quarterback in a third and long here on the road at Penn State. So good pickup there.
Underwood will drop back on this 3rd and 8. He'll pump fake, try to find a man open, gets hit as he throws, and they will now get off the field here early. Looks like as a battle of field position here, as we predicted before this game started. And Chapo looks like he will punt it away back to Penn State's offense. will also take the return and will only gain about 4 yards on the run back, and that will end the first quarter just like that, 0-0. Only 2 drives by each team, 1 drive by each team, 2 drives total, and that will take us to the second quarter.
Yeah, Penn State, you didn't score, but you ate up a lot of the clock there in that quarter. You had a good drive. Just got to convert. I think if you're Michigan, you're certainly more cold. You're on the road. Only had 5 offensive plays on that drive.
As we're in
Three.
the wildcat offset formation, trying to come up with different ways to get Singleton the ball. It looks like as he'll rush forward for a 3-yard gain there.
Yep, I think we know Penn State football. They're going to continue to run the ball even when it's not working, and eventually get that run game going. You have to admire their spirit with it.
As they'll come out in a single back deuce close formation, it looks like. As Aller will give a stretch play to Singleton as tries to find more space, can only get 1 yard. And as some people who like football, they're gonna like this. This defensive battle we got going on in the trenches here. It's been fun to
Mich-
watch.
Michigan known for their pass defense, but the run defense came to play today.
Definitely, as Michigan's looks like they're on a pass first defense. Aller will drop back out of the shotgun, try to find a man deep downfield, and there is that. Oh, and he drops the pick. That was all his there, but that will bring up a 4th down, so can't be too mad at your DB there. But as you just brought up, Jason, that one of the best pass defenses in the nation. They're showing it right there.
Yeah, didn't like that read from Aller at all. Just kind of chucking the ball up deep in a situation like that. That's the second time Morris had an opportunity to make a big play and couldn't make it.
And just like that, Michigan has the ball. It'll at about their own 40-yard line. 5 minutes left to go in this half. What do you want to see from Underwood in this offense in this drive?
Can't be afraid to pass the ball. Now, them Penn State pass rushers are legit, but Penn State known for their rush defense, not necessarily so much as their pass defense.
Underwood will drop back out of a trip set. He'll try and find his tight end, and he'll throw a pick. Who Tedesco was using right while trying to find his tight end deep down the field. And just like that, Penn State gets the ball back. These defenses are working right now.
Yeah, not very often you see outside linebackers picking off their 4th pass of the year, but great read there by Rojas to get underneath the ball.
Saunders will get the jet sweep across the field, try to find some space. Only 2 yards. There's not room for any of these teams to throwing or passing. Like I said, this defensive battle's been crazy to watch. As Aller in tempo will drop back out of play action, try to find a man open. He does find Reynolds again, another 2-yard gain. Just like that, we're back at a 3rd and 6.
Reynolds targeted for the 5th time today with his 4th reception already.
Yeah, like I said, the tight ends are getting a lot of work here by both teams early. As Underwood just threw a pick trying to find his tight end Klein there deep down the field. As Aller will be in the shotgun, motion the receiver to the right side of the field. Will snap as he motions, finds Singleton in space down the field. Great play there by Penn State's offense to get some forward momentum.
That was an 18-yard pickup, and that was the biggest play of the game to the first 8 minutes.
Yeah, gotta find different ways to get your playmakers the ball. That was a good play call right there by Coach Des. Like you said, Penn State's number 1 in 3rd down percentage. They're showing it so far today. I think they already have 3 conversions, if I'm not mistaken, as they
Yes.
take a bubble screen to the left. Ross will break a tackle, won't get more than 1 yard afterwards, though. That saved them from losing yardage, actually. And that will bring a 2nd and 9 here at Michigan's 33-yard line.
Yeah, kind of what Devontae Ross is known for in this offense. He's got 23 receptions in the year, and I'd say about 80% of them are on bubble screens.
Penn State offense in the single back here. We'll drop back out of this set. We'll find Pina down close to the 1st down line. It'll be 3rd and 1. And we're running out of tempo. A lot of tempo we don't see a lot from Penn State here as they get back into the single back. We'll snap it quickly. Michigan's defense all over that, saw it coming, and Singleton stopped. Not a lot of running room once again.
Yeah, last time Penn State was on the broadcast, me and Chapo were extremely critical of their use of tempo in bad situations, and I think we're seeing more of it in this game. I don't understand the tempo there.
Trip set to the right side of the field. This is a prime direct snap formation here. If he doesn't take it, he will take the quick out to Saunders to the right side of the field. Puts up good yardage. No one was covering the flats there for Michigan. Great play call by Coach Des.
Yep, Aller just recognized exactly what you said. There was nobody in the flats there. Picks up the easy throw and gain to his receiver.
A very deep red zone trip here for Penn State at the 8-yard line. He will hand it off to Allen, who cuts up field, trying to find some room, pushing, and can find his way to the 2-yard line. It'll be second and goal. Another tempo call here by Penn State. Same formation, hand it off to Allen again. Try and find some space. This time, no gain of yards there. Again, another third goal. This is what you were talking about, Jason. Just the tempo had not seemed to be working so far for Penn State.
I do like getting your big back involved in the game plan finally here. Allen, known as kind of a goal line guy with 6 touchdowns on the year already.
As just 2-minute warning has just came and went. Will be 3 receivers to the right side of the field. This will be a direct snap, and this will was going to lead to the first points of the game, but a crucial holding call penalty on the field. The first penalty of the game takes that points off the board. It'll be a third and goal from the 12-yard line now.
Absolute mental mistakes that you cannot have in a game like this.
What a huge call at the end of a game like this. The game where points are very hard to come by. Aller in the shotgun will drop back, looking for a receiver deep. Finds a man in the flat. As he gets to the 4-yard line. They can go for it here. It'll just be interesting what Coach Des decides to do.
Yeah, I would expect them to take their points here in a game where points, as you mentioned, are hard to come by, especially in a situation 4th and long. But it looks like they're gonna go for it.
Yep, Aller and the offense are coming out. He's in shotgun. He now has a trip receivers to the left. It'll be a direct snap. He'll try to score on it, and Michigan's defense tees up for the opportunity, and they will save the drive with no points coming out of that on their end, and Underwood will take over with 1 minute and 50 seconds left.
I think that was a frustration call after having the points taken off the board by the hold. I didn't like that at all. Just take your 3 points. Your defense is playing great.
He actually called the same play he called when they got the holding call, as Underwood will take it and rush out to the left side. He will find 5 yards of room, 1 minute 45 seconds left to go and ticking. Drive off to a decent start there.
Yeah, I feel like Penn State has outplayed Michigan throughout this game, but still having a goose egg on the scoreboard themselves is not where you want to be here at home, giving Michigan probably the last drive of the half.
Michigan taking their time here. They do have 3 timeouts. No reason to go full hurry up. Motion their receiver to the left. Try to find Klein on the right side of the field, who's strapped up, and the ball is incomplete after that drop.
Yeah, and you got yourself in a 3rd and long situation here. Just don't want to make a mistake backed up close to your own goal line.
Underwood in early 3rd and 5 with this Penn State crowd rocking. Number 2 ranked place to play in the nation. Trips receivers to the right side of the field. His running back Haynes to his left. And 1 receiver to the left side of the field out wide as well. Trying to make adjustments. Very hard to do so in this environment. Trying to make a quick out. Throws it high and out of bounds. And Penn State will get a ball back with about a minute left. And they also have 3 timeouts. So another opportunity to put points on the board.
I mean, you cannot put more emphasis on how bad Underwood has started off today.
Yeah, definitely. This on the road. A lot of road games so far. Underwood's not looked great. And as Penn State takes that punt decently, takes it to their Michigan's 40-yard line. Minute left. This has been quite the defensive battle so far. But Penn State so far has been winning the field position battle easily. So this is what this game's going to come down to, field position more than anything. As Aller will drop back from a bunch set. Will try and find Singleton down the middle of the field. A lot of traffic there, but he will manage to pick up 4 yards. They will go tempo here. 2nd and 6 with 50 seconds left to go in the half. Staying in the same bunch formation, Aller will once again drop back. Try and find receiver in a drag. Pina, who picks up yards, will break a tackle, breaks another tackle, and the only person that stopped him from scoring was his own man after breaking 2 tackles. What a play by Pina there to try and set him up in the scoring position. Another bunch formation here. Again, running tempo. Singleton taking it down the middle of the field, and Michigan's defense all over that. The first time out of the game will be called.
Yeah, that just a massive play by Pena. Probably best offensive play of the game so far. Putting his team down here into the red zone. If you're Penn State, you want to punch it in the end zone, but don't make any kind of mistakes that would limit you from getting any points at all.
30
Look at the
seconds.
time of possession difference there.
Yeah,
9:16 to 2:11.
and still no points on the board for Penn State with all that time. As Aller will drop back out of the same bunch formation once again. We'll find Reynolds, and no flags, no penalties. These will be officially the first points of the game. And who else to their tight end, Reynolds? That will put 6 on the board, so the kick is up and a good, and 7-0 here at home for Penn State. That's gotta feel good in a big game like this.
Yep. Mental mistake there by the sub linebacker. Left the tight end cross right in front of his face. And then when the corner came down, I think he expected Reynolds to go out of bounds to conserve the clock, and he just cut right back up and in and into the end zone.
Stewart will take the kickoff down. Has some room. Can't make a man miss, but he'll get to about the 30-yard line here. 26 seconds left, 3 timeouts. I imagine trying to get a couple chunk plays to get into field goal range.
Yep, you have to attempt to move the ball down the field here and get some points. But again, we've seen Underwood throw one pick today, cannot make his second.
Underwood, who's been having a rough start so far today, will come out into shotgun. Transformation to the right. Via RPO to Haynes. We'll only find about 4 yards there. Instead of calling one of their 3 timeouts, they will go tempo here. 15 seconds left to go and counting. We'll try and make adjustments. 12 seconds, 10 seconds left. Weird clock management decision here. I think they just want to take it to the half. He will try and find a man. Morgan to the right side of the field. Big chunk play there. But with 2 seconds left, I don't think that was enough to really do anything from there.
One of the best kickers in the nation. They're going to attempt it from 64.
64 yards. Would be the longest field goal in BCL history. Kick is up. It's on a good line. And he made it! That's good. Well, I did not expect that. 64-yard field goal to put 3 points on the board here on the road. That's one of the biggest kicks I think I've probably seen in BCL college football. Even going back to Madden, I can't remember seeing a kick that long. As Jason here will take over play-by-play. With the color as we always do. The floor is yours, Jason.
As Stewart's going to turn the ball here up to about the 20-yard line. I mean, you can't mention that kick enough. It ties the longest kick in BCL history right there.
Yeah, I couldn't go. I'm trying to go to the record book to see who had the record beforehand. But that kick is bigger than most people realize in a game like this.
We got Underwood in the pistol here. He's going to hand off to Haynes. Actually get some decent blocking. Bouncing outside for some reason there. He's going to lose a yard by the elite Penn State defense.
Yeah, he had a couple holes he could have chose from. He chose to go outside. It kept bouncing off the back of his own line like he was Le'Veon Bell. Couldn't find any space there. So unfortunate decision there by the running back.
Trips left. Underwood's going to drop back. Free rusher coming off the right side. Down he goes back at his own 6-yard line.
Well-timed blitz there by Penn State. That's the big plays that you need to make. You want to see for your defense here in the second half of this game.
Got Underwood in the gun here. Trips on his left. Haynes off his left hip. Marsh the lone man on the right. Underwood making adjustments to the line. 3rd and 20. He's going to drop back. Got a free rusher in his face again. Hits, he throws. Incomplete.
Almost a safety there. Looks like Underwood, with the bad, rough day he's having, just forgets to set up pass protection. The 2 plays in a row now. And again, they will get off the field early.
Yeah, this Penn State pass rush has been all over the place early in this game. As we're going to get a good return here by Wallace up to about the 41-yard line. If you're Underwood there, I think you got to block the running back, especially in a situation where you know you have to go further down the field in 3rd and long.
Yeah, Penn State's going to tee off all their guys. They're one of the most dynamic blitzing teams we have in the league. Contributes to their defense. You got to make sure you get enough guys in protection there.
Wildcat here, direct snap going to Smith, who's going to bounce off a tackle up the middle, going to pick up about 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, Penn State trying to get their rushing tack going, of rotating a few running backs around. If they can get this rushing game going, this game might be over for Michigan quicker than they think.
Aller in the gun, motions Reynolds from left to right. Looks like they're going to flip the play, audible the play here. Reynolds going back from right to left. Direct snap to Martin Jr. He's going to make a cut up field. It's going to pick up about 2 yards. I think everybody in the entire stadium knew what the play call was there.
Yeah, the Michigan definitely did too. You know, they've been watching all the Big Ten film from all the games recently. Penn State, one of the direct snap connoisseurs we have here, looks like they spent a lot of time in practice this week, practicing defense against that very play. They've done a good job so far.
Got Aller in the gun. He's going to drop back third and fourth. Finds his tight end out of the backfield. That's Katron Allen, the receiving back on the team. Despite being the bigger guy, he's going to get the first down.
Yep, great play call there. Michigan's defense hasn't been looking like they've been covering the underneath routes. Some of Penn State's biggest plays have been flats and underneath routes like that, so another good call to expose that.
Aller handing off to Allen up the middle, who's going to get tackled by 2 Wolverines there for a no gain.
Yeah, Aller looking like hasn't thrown a pass so far this drive. If they can get Aller going as well.
Free rusher coming in his face, hits, he throws, incomplete pass, going to bring up third and long.
Great great pass rush there by Michigan's defense. That dude didn't even get touched. Number 8 just ran through the side. Looks like a stunt came in. Luke came in from the right side as well. He just came in free, and no one was there to pick him up. Great play there by Michigan's defense.
3rd and 10 of the gun. He's going to motion a receiver up closer to the off the tackle. Aller drops back, got plenty of time to throw. Going to step up in the pocket, pressure in his face, trying to find a man, throws the ball out of bounds, bringing up a 4th and long situation here.
Michigan's defense, especially down here, other than the one play they scored off of, they've been doing really good at getting off the field here on these third downs when they get pushed down the field. Should bring an easy field goal attempt for Penn State.
43 yards out. The kick is up and good. 10-3, Penn State takes the lead here halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah, now if you're Michigan here, you gotta have talk with Underwood, get him to calm down. You're still riding this game. It's been a one-score game damn near this entire time. You gotta get him right, gotta get him going, because without him, your offense is going nowhere, as you've seen so far.
Now, Underwood has struggled, but I think part of the problem is that Michigan's not been able to run the ball effectively, which is putting a lot more pressure on Underwood in 3rd and long situations.
Yeah, young quarterback, probably one of the biggest hostile environments he's faced so far in his young career. If he could rally back from this and get some points on the board in the end zone, be real happy.
We're going to see Underwood off right side. He's got some space here. Hit again at the line of scrimmage. He actually is going to lose a yard on that one. Great play by the safety, King Mack.
Yeah, if you're Coach Chapo, you got to start mixing in some different plays there. Penn State's been passing against the scheme all week. Try if I can get some more creative.
Underwood drops back, looking left. He's going to find his man Marsh, who's going to get up close to the first down line. They're going to call him just short.
Yeah, that's the play calls you want. Something short, nice, simple. Take it, get the ball out of Underwood's hands really quickly, and then for momentum. Like Chapo likes to say, it's easier to score if you go north. That's all you got to do right there. Be 30 inches. Hopefully they convert this right here.
Your lead receiver on the team getting his first catch of the game in the third quarter is not where you want to be if you're Michigan, I think. But good they finally got him involved.
Definitely.
Underwood's direct snap here to Haynes, who's going to run and get pushed forward by Underwood for the first down.
Giving Des a little bit of his own medicine here. Gets an easy halfback direct snap there to pick up only 2 yards, but they only need inches for the first. That's all they need to keep the drive going.
Underwood in the gun, making adjustments at the line. He's got Haynes off his right hip. Motion by the running back out. We're going to see more Underwood run going right. He's got more space this time than previous times. He's up, got the first down, going down the sideline. Is he going to go all the way? 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Michigan.
Wow, that's the creativeness I'm talking about. Motion the receiver out, running back out line, make it look like you're going empty, and then take his speed to the outside. Great blocking there this time by Michigan's O-line, and that's how you get your young quarterback back in this game. A big momentum shift there, and now we have a tie game here in the third quarter. This is going to be a good one going down into the fourth.
if you're Penn State, you've got to be extremely frustrated. You've been playing great all day, and then you give up one big play, and suddenly the score's 10-10.
Yeah, this is the type of game we knew I was going to be coming in. Just points are going to be hard to come by if you've seen defense is going to be gritty. It's going to be who can make the bigger plays, who can make the least amount of mistakes. And Michigan came away big there.
Aller in the pistol. Going to hand off to Allen up the middle. He's got plenty of space here for the big. He's going to pick up about 16 yards on the play. Looks like their receiver, Devontae Ross, injured in the backfield, holding his back.
Unfortunate injury. They'll probably want him back on the field for late in this game too. But great ball carrier vision by their running back there, finding the hole in the middle, making a man miss, and picking up an easy 15 yards to start this drive.
In general Penn State fashion, have not seen Nick Singleton in the third quarter. They generally don't hand him too many carries, get him fresh starting going into the fourth.
Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, usually game play we've seen from them recently.
Toss to Martin Jr. Tries to make a man miss. Young running back can't get any space there. Going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Michigan's defense doesn't let themselves get gashed twice, that's for sure. They let up a big run there, but then clamp up right afterwards. Been a story all game. Generally, Michigan's defense been pretty decent stopping the run so far this game. They haven't been laying a lot of big plays on that end.
Late in the third quarter here, 2nd and 10 at their own 41-yard line. Aller making adjustments at the line. He's got trips receivers to the right with Katron Allen off his left hip. Takes a snap, drops back. Pressure coming up the middle, hit it as he throws, incomplete pass.
Great pass rush there by Michigan's defense. Number 55 swim moved right through the center right there. Haller had a man open coming off the zig route, but they got there in time. Everyone did their jobs, and it'll bring it up early 3rd and 10 for Penn State's offense.
Allen drops back. It's a screen pass. Oh. Great catch by Allen. Picks up about 5 yards on the screen there.
Yeah, very close to that big house call from Michigan. They picked up on the angle screen there, and DB came down. He just missed it, but defense was still able to rally around and get the tackle and force him to punt.
Punt field at the 20, goes out of bounds at the 21 there. Michigan's defense playing better here in this quarter as we are down to 33 seconds left. The hell is that sound?
Oh,
Underwood's going to drop back, finds Klein out of the backfield as tight end. He's going to push forward for about 6 yards, brings up 2nd and 4.
Underwood going to his reliable target, Klein off the RPO, picking up 6 yards there. It's been the bread and butter for his offense here. This looks like his favorite receiver so far.
Underwood in the pistol. He's going to throw again to find Klein. Runs over a man and picks up the first down, finishing up our third quarter here.
Another one. Like I said, coach adjusting, giving Underwood nice short throws this time, get him up. Underwood looked like he's playing a lot more efficient now after that long touchdown run. Surprised he even caught his breath at this point after running that far. But fourth quarter now, we have a game. Every one of these snaps might matter in a tight defensive game like this. You don't want to see any mistakes from your young quarterback here.
Speaking of mistakes, play clock down to 2-1. He does get the snap off, fakes the handoff. He's got space going off his right side with the right tackle out in front of him, and he's going to pick up about 15 yards up to midfield there in a great run.
You'd assume Penn State would be all over a play like that after what just got hit with, but no, Underwood finds a lot of space again. I was very surprised he didn't gash him for even more yards on that play with the amount of field they had. But great play there by Michigan's offense, and now they're rolling.
For a team that only gives up 35 yards on the ground, Underwood's got 69 already.
Nice.
The receiver motions from left to right, goes back to left. It's going to be a handoff to Haynes out of the backfield, but he's got Penn State all over him, loses 3 yards.
That's a great way to rally back if you're Penn State's defense. Loss of 3 there in a big drive like this. They can get them off the field. It'd be huge for their team.
2nd and 13, 5 minutes left in the game. Underwood drops back. Pretty good protection. Looks across the middle, and it's dropped. I thought oh my goodness.
I did too. It was a high throw. He looked like he had it in his hands. He came down, and then DB was able to swipe his hand across at the last second and force him to drop that ball. Big play there.
3rd and long. Underwood in the pistol. Got Haynes behind him. He's going to throw, and he hits his man. Oh, no, another drop by Michigan.
Another crucial drop. That one was all on the receiver there. The absolute dime by Underwood in stride off the RPO, and he hits him. And you got to make that catch in a game like this. I don't blame Underwood for that at all. That's all on the receiver. Got to make that
Wallace
catch.
Wallace going to get a chance for a return here. He's got plenty of space going off his right side, up to the 30. Going to stroll out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Penn State pressure's on. 4 left to go. Run game. Well, if they could get that going, they're gonna probably come out in I form here. That would be crucial to try and milk the rest of this clock out. But Michigan's looking a lot better on offense. I would be scared to try to give them the ball back on the field without scoring anything here.
I for him, two tight ends. Going to hand off to Singleton, going off his left side. He's got space. He's going to get the edge. He's going up to the 50 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Great play. Like I said, great play to start the drive. Singleton coming in the fourth quarter fresh, like you said earlier, Jason. That's what you wanted to see. Finally getting some yards on the ground here, so take it for about a 16-yard gain.
Yep, his biggest run of the day. We got more I form here by Penn State. I form type one receiver, far right. Aller makes an adjustment at the line. He is going to hand off again to Katron Allen, who's got a space on a great cutback. Lots of space, one man to beat, but he does get tackled down at the 32-yard line. Another great run by Penn State.
Back-to-back gashes on this Michigan defense. So if you're finding both running backs finding space down the middle here, and this is what you want. They're actually moving really fast now for offense, trying to get some points on the board.
Aller in the gun, got Martin Jr. off his right hip. He's going to motion his tight end Reynolds from left to right. He's going to hand the ball off to Martin Jr. going off his left side. Great cut back inside. He's going to pick up about 9 yards. It looked like he had nothing, and it turns it into nearly a first down.
Yeah, that was a great move there. The DB came and sealed off the outside. He hooked it inside, found space for 9 yards. This drive's moving along nicely, all on the ground here. All the running backs here getting work in this drive.
Direct snap to Katron Allen. He's got space. Your big back is going to push forward and get the first down.
Only needed 1 yard there to have their direct snap offense. All they needed there to pick that one up. Now knocking on the door at the red zone. Michigan's defense got to find an answer here quick.
We are down to 3:23 left in the game. First and 10 at the 21-yard line. Aller in the gun. He's going to motion his tight end from left to right. Play clock down to 10. Trying to make sure everything perfect before he snaps the ball. Another direct snap. This time Martin Jr. got space off his right side, trying to get to the corner. Will not get there, but does pick up about 5 yards on the direct snap.
Now they're on. You can tell Penn State's on chew the clock. Well, they do not want to give Underwood a lot of time here if he gets the ball back to potentially win this game for him. So they're taking a nice methodical approach, keeping and staying ahead of the chains. This is what you want to do if you're Penn State right here.
That is our 12th Penn State halfback direct of the game. As we have 2nd and 5, 2:30 left here. Aller in the gun. Trips receivers to his left. Makes an adjustment. Looking to the sideline here. Play clock down to 5. Got to get this figured out. It's going to hand off to Allen, who's going to try to cut back. Big back's going to pick up about 1 yard, maybe down at the line of scrimmage, bring up a 3rd and 5.
Injury there for Michigan. Don't know if they pulled what's the Ole Miss coach's name?
Lane Kiffin.
Oh yeah, pull Lane Kiffin there to get the clock stop, but that sucks and helps them.
RPO here to Pena is going to get the first down up to the 9-yard line.
Yeah,
Devontae Ross, excuse me.
So you get to a 2-minute warning here. 9 yards left is 1st and goal, so Penn State can't chew the rest of this clock out, barring a penalty or anything like that. So Underwood should get a chance here to get the ball back. It's just up to Michigan's defense to see how many points they need to either win or tie the game.
If you're Penn State, that clock doesn't exist. Just get into the end zone, I think, is what you got to be focusing on.
Yeah, at this point in a game like this, your defense has been playing well all game. Scores only 10-10. Get in the end zone any way you can.
Hand off to Martin Jr. He has got 0 space. Does push forward for about 2 yards there, though.
Yeah, even the field goal.
Carry of the game.
Yeah, just keep it. I like keeping it on the ground here. Don't do anything stupid in the air. 3 points here would be huge. Michigan's offense hasn't been able to prove that they could score consistently.
1:30 on the clock here. Aller in no rush. Got Katron Allen off his right hip. A little surprised not to see Singleton in here inside the 10-yard line. Makes an adjustment. Maybe switches the play. Down to 5. He is going to throw a flat, one-handed catch by Reynolds, the tight end, and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
A high throw. That catch was freaking crazy there by Reynolds to get him in the end zone. That obviously going to the replay here. That was an absolutely crazy play by Reynolds. Everyone was thinking run. No one covering the flats, as it's been the story all day for Michigan. Haven't been playing a lot of defense in the flats, and that would be a quick 7 for Penn State. Now Underwood, probably one of the biggest drives of his career so far, coming up.
I was just about to mention that. Probably the biggest, some space here for Stewart, can get up to the 22. Probably the biggest drive of his life to this point. You're at Penn State in a game you have to stay alive in the Big Ten title race, maybe for the playoffs. 1:13 left, 3 timeouts, 79 yards to go. Time to see what the young quarterback has got.
Yeah, crowd's going to be rocking here. Probably one of the loudest you've heard Penn State all season. As the music's playing, Underwood, he's got a lot to prove here on this drive.
In the gun. You're going to see an Underwood run here off the right side. Penn State seems to be all over it this time. Underwood tries to cut back. So only got about 4 yards there. Not necessarily crazy about that play call with a minute left in the game.
Yeah, he got sticky there. Had he made that last guy miss, there was no one there down the field. I like the moves there, just couldn't get enough to get to the open field.
No rush by Michigan at all here. Clock's down to 50 seconds. Underwood drops back. He will find his man up to about the 36-yard line. We got some tempo here coming as Underwood back to the line. Clock's down to 47 seconds left. Underwood drops back. Pretty good protection here. Space to throw. Finds Haynes out of the backfield. Badly timed spin move, but up to the 43-yard line. A timeout by Michigan.
Yeah, so weird. Won't be that critical to play calling here. Still got 41 seconds left. They used one of their timeouts there. But seeing a weird clock management in the end of the first half too. So curious to see how they rally back here.
Underwood drops back. He's got the drag out of the backfield. That's his receiver, McCulley, who's actually got space. He's going to get up to the 41-yard line here with the first down.
Good play there to pick up yards, 15 yards to get up the field. Underwood just got to take the quick, easy stuff.
Tempo by Michigan here. Underwood drops back, looking for a man, trying to find his tight end Klein across the middle, but couldn't hit him.
I was about to mention, he just got off from being cold, but still throwing some high errant passes. This is still a young quarterback here, so he's going to miss some of these throws. But got to hit these if he wants to give his chance to a team to win the game.
Underwood, empty look here. 29 seconds left at the 41-yard line. Michigan has 2 timeouts. Trying to make adjustments. Looking around, drops back. Pretty good blocking. Looking across the middle, finds his tight end Klein all the way down to the 17-yard line, and another timeout by Michigan.
Great read there. Best read made by Underwood all game. Found his tight end running the in and out post down the middle of the field. That picks up around 30 yards. Now you got 1 timeout, 25 seconds left in the red zone.
He's going to run off left side, taking the blast. Tries to cut back up inside here. He's going to get no gain, and the clock is running. Very poor play call there by Michigan. Clock down to 14 seconds left.
This is the clock management I was talking about for the first half.
Underwood, another run, no space again, loses 5 yards on the play, down to 8 seconds, and Michigan will have to burn their final timeout. What on earth is Coach Chapo doing with these play calls?
Can't blame this one on Underwood at all. This is just purely a coaching meltdown now. Now you have no timeouts left, 8 seconds, 24 yards to go for a touchdown that you need to get here. Very weird decision here by Coach Chapo. That might have cost the game.
Some of the worst play calling I think I've ever seen in BCL primetime. I just don't understand that at all with 1 timeout, back-to-back QB runs. 8 seconds left here. Underwood drops back, trying to find a man. Pretty good protection. Looking deep, right side, covered. Will be batted down with 2 seconds left. 4th and 17 from the 24-yard line. Last chance here for Michigan.
Yep, last-ditched effort. Underwood was going to his most reliable catching target, even in double coverage. I mean, that's all you have to do at this point. The coach put you in this position. You got to try and make a play to get you out of it. 1 play left to go. I assume you're going to have everybody go down the line, try to find someone underneath, and get someone in the end zone.
Underwood empty. Interesting to see what Penn State does here, either dropping back or bringing the pressure. Play clock down to 10 seconds. 8 seconds. 5 seconds. Is Michigan even going to get the playoff? We see some motion here from Haynes. Does get the playoff. Rolling to his right side. Trying to find a man. Looking. Throws across the middle and batted down by Penn State. Nittany Lions win it at home.
Yeah, don't know whose decision it was to try and audible the play call right at the last second. But either way, coaching meltdown by Coach Chapo there at the end pretty much costing the game. In a tight game like this, like we said in the second half started, this game is going to come down to who would make the least amount of mistakes. That goes for players and the coaching staff. Coaching staff let their offense down, I think, on this one with the play calling there. Great win by Penn State. This game went exactly how we thought it was going to go.
Yeah, we were in for a good one there. Defenses absolutely showed up the way they could. I think it just came down to Penn State made less mistakes and was able to move the ball more efficiently. Michigan only with the big, long touchdown run and then had to hit a 64-yard field goal as well. Absolutely have to go back to the drawing board to figure things out on the offensive side of the ball.
Definitely, as we had a great game here, another big marquee Big Ten matchup. Great stream, Jason. Sorry if I was coming out a little slow. I feel nasally today. Allergies, but kicking my ass today, cat allergies. So, anyway, highlight video will come soon after this. We will, Penn State still has to play Syracuse, I believe. Michigan, I think, has dropped out of the conference championship race. Penn State's asserted themselves right at the front one in it to possibly play Syracuse, who's probably a lock at this point. Anything to add there, Jason?
Yeah, Syracuse locked in. Really an interesting situation we're going into here. Ohio State faces off with Michigan the final week of the season. If Michigan can beat Ohio State, it will eliminate his rival from any chance of making the Big Ten title game. And if you're Penn State, who lost to Ohio State, you need Michigan to win. So both these teams will be rooting for Michigan come the final week of the season. If
Not
you're
to
Ohio State, all you have to do is take care of business, beat Michigan, and you're into the Big Ten title game.
Not to mention now with Michigan already being number 8, losing this game, probably won't drop far. But another loss right after this could take them out of the playoff picture entirely. So that game might be just as big as Michigan as this one was for them, if not bigger. Probably way more BCL primetime football in the Big Ten here to come here in the next final few weeks of the season.
Yeah.
That will do it for us here. Again, thank you, Jason, and thank you all for watching. And we'll see you all